What's up guys, it's another day in the garage. I'm gonna hop back on the Triumph Street 77765. There's a few more things I would like to get done on this bike to get it 100% done. Hopefully I can get everything done in this video. Without much more talking, let's dive into it. And that brings me to the next part that's gonna go on the Triumph 765. And that's the right side radiator fairing. This piece came a long way to get to me and I'm super happy I found it. Part is coming all the way from the United Kingdom. It was a used one I was actually able to find on eBay last minute after I ordered the white one. And I'm super happy to have this. I don't have to worry about painting. It is in really good condition. I'm ready to go on the bike. So now with the new to us right side radiator fairing, I'm gonna go ahead and install the bracket that I was able to salvage and the new turn signal for the right side. Now before I go ahead and install this fairing assembly, I'm gonna go ahead and splice in the original connector from the damaged turn signal into this new turn signal. Then I can secure it on the motorcycle. Now I'm gonna route this wire back in here, safe away from the elements. Now I'm gonna secure the turn signal. Like that guys, as you can see, the rad is fully secured on both sides. Rad fairing, turn signal, everything is looking good. Same over here. This is really big progress guys. This bike has been sitting for a very long time, as you guys obviously know. Just very happy to be able to get some work done on this bike and be able to see a possible end to this build. The radiator all fitted up. I'm gonna move back onto the front fender. Some of you guys might already know this, but this front fender is not from a Triumph 765. Actually, it's not from any Triumph out there. This front fender is from a Kawasaki ZS6R. Same like that one, just an older generation. So I looked up and I did some research. The forks are very similar on both bikes, so I ordered this. But it looks like the lower side of the forks are completely different, because as you can see, the bolt goes in over there, but it doesn't over here. So what I'm gonna do is make a custom bracket to make this work, because it's almost impossible to find fenders for this bike, except you want to go carbon. I'm not looking to spend that much money on this bike anymore. I have my vise, I have a piece of aluminum. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting, fitting, and all that fun stuff. Alright guys, little quick update. As you can see, I've made the bracket that is gonna go on the lower side. Obviously, like I mentioned, the top side lines up and secures no problem. I have some washers over here that I'm gonna use to secure everything. So without much more talking, I'm gonna go ahead and secure this and show you how it looks.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, after some cutting, slicing, dicing, all that fun stuff, I can now say we have a perfect working fender on the 765. See, the fender is now fully installed. I just brought this bike in, so it was raining a little bit, but very secure. I have custom washers, nuts, everything bracketry. That is nice and solid. Everything is secure. That's good. You can't ask for anything else. It was a lot of work, but not so bad. I'm super happy with the outcome, and the satin black really goes with the bike. You can see from this angle, it really looks good. It completely ties with the frames, the other parts of the bike that's actually black too. And I'm super happy I went this route. I have another package that's coming right now. What we have here is a replacement stator cover. And this is hopefully supposed to look exactly like the one that's currently on it. And look at that. Brand new and much better than the one that we currently have on the bike. So let's get to work. Just like I said before, getting this repair was just temporary to be able to operate the bike and see how it performs. So now I'm happy we have a new one. Now I'm gonna go ahead and install all the components and the new stator cover. I'm gonna fit on the really expensive gasket I had to purchase just to make sure everything is done right. Then we can close this area up. All right, guys, now as you can see, I have everything fully installed back in the new stator cover, and it's looking really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and add some silicone over here as specified and install the brand new gasket. And now I have my brand new gasket. And now as you can see, I have the cover fitted on the motorcycle. It's very unfortunate that you spend so much money to get this cover, but Triumph cannot even include the piece, which is the logo that goes over here. But I'm not worried about that. If you remember in the previous video, I threw on the amazing GB Racing engine cover, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm not concerned about how that looks. On the right side over here, as you can see, the GB Racing engine cover looks really, really good on this motorcycle. I'm going to change that on the other side now. And now I'm going to go ahead and slap on the GB Racing engine cover. But before I do that, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Now I'm going to install the cover. And as always, you always want to install the covers with the new hardware that comes in there because it's always longer than the stock one. Now I'm going to go ahead and adjust the chain slack. Now that that's done, I'm going to tighten this. Now it's time to remove the shift rod again. Got the bolt out. The ball just snaps in place over there, like so. And you can get it out. Now we can remove this piece. And now I'm going to reinstall the sprocket cover. And reconnect over here, just like so. And the bolt goes back in. That's secured.
A few moments later.
And now is the time that I've been personally waiting for to install a brand new rear set on this bike. As you can see, this is absolutely no good. So now I'm going to switch it up with this adjustable rear set kit. Nice, beautiful CNC aluminum. That would look so beautiful on this bike. And there you have it, guys. I have everything fully unboxed. Very, very beautiful set. Everything is CNC aluminum, and you can tell the quality is just so good in these parts. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like on the bike. But first, I'm going to start fitting the shifter side, or the left side of the motorcycle, because obviously this is the damaged parts. And then I'm going to move over to the right side. Now I'm going to disconnect the shaft from the actual quick shifter assembly. And there we have it, it's out. And now I'm going to make sure that the one going in is exactly the same length before I fully secure everything in place. With everything fully disassembled, I'm going to start fitting the new pieces with the brand new hardware. I'm going to add some Loctite or thread locker to the actual threads before the hardware go in. So this aftermarket rear set unfortunately did not come with any instructions whatsoever. A quick Google search, I could not find anything related to this particular manufacturer, so that doesn't help me. As you can see, I have this piece mounted on the bike. I also have the leg rest just loosely fitted over here, just to get an idea of what this is supposed to look like when it's all put together. Very quickly, I want to show you what I've done over here. Obviously, this part of the rear set is completely installed, torque to specification. What I did over here on the left side is install the other piece that's included in this kit. It took some figuring out, but it appears that you have to remove, say, two of the bolt that goes on the stator cover. So I removed those pieces. I also had to notch the GB Racing engine covers over here. So this bracket can lay flush on the case cover on both sides. And then over here, where the lower engine mount bolts goes through the frame. There's another piece that secures in that area. As you can see, that's secured. So I torqued that to spec over here, and I did the same over here. So very, very interesting design. I've definitely never seen a rear set installed this way, but it is the way this particular kit is installed. So this bracket is fully secured. So now the next piece that's going to go on is this bracket, which actually has the shifter peg on it, and that secures right over here. So now as you can see, I have the quick shifter assembly all set up. And now I'm going to slide it onto the shaft and then secure the shift rod to the rear set. So just like before, I'm going to add a little bit of thread locker. I'm going to secure it here. Now that is snug, is good. That's good. And guys, just like that, I have the rear set on the left side completely installed. Very, very, very beautiful rear set, I gotta say. Everything is good over here. We have the shifter. Obviously, I used some thread lock on all the bolts just to be safe. The quick shifter cable is running behind the shift rod, back over there, up in there, and that's all good. And it's so smooth as butter. Super happy about that. Now I'm gonna go over to the right side and install the rear set on over there. And now over on the right side, it's time to start breaking loose the stock rear sets and getting ready to install the new aftermarket unit. First, I'm gonna start with the exhaust mount. Okay, and we have this piece of the rest set off the back. Now I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the brake switch. Just like so. And the rear set is off the back. And now with the rear sets all fitted, it's down to actually mount the foot leg mount, which is gonna be secured with the exhaust hanger at the same time. And guys, it's time to throw yet another package on the Triumph 765. And I think this will bring the front end back together. We have some really nice mirrors over here, as you can see. This is gonna look good. All right, guys, now we have the Triumph over here. I did lose some footage, unfortunately. As you can see, I now have the mirrors installed on the bike on both sides. I don't know how that happened, but these things happen. So I lost that footage of doing the install. But as you can see, it looks really, really good on the bike. Much smaller than the original one that came with the bike. Much cleaner look. And I'm very, very satisfied with it. As you can see, it just transformed the look of the bike. The amazing rear set also went on pretty good and it's looking excellent. Very, very adjustable, so I was able to fine tune it to my satisfaction and I love it the way it is right now. And the same thing on the left side, I was able to get this figured out. When I initially installed it, it was in the GP shift and that is not for me. I do not have the skill to ride in GP shift just yet. So I switched it over to the regular shift. The wiring is all cleaned up, everything is fully secured. And it looks really, really good. The only thing left to go on this bike is this lower fairing. I'm gonna toss it on. Alrighty guys, it's another day in the garage and we have the Triumph Street Triple 765 here. There's only a couple more things to be done on this bike and we shall be done on this rebuild. I know some people are wondering why I'm not painting the gas tank as usual, but the answer is very, very simple. The paint work on this gas tank is not the regular gloss paint that you see on every other bike out there. It has a satin or matte finish, which is very, very hard to replicate or to make the paint match. So I would have to paint the entire plastics on this bike, which I'm not really looking forward to. As you can see, the replacement piece we picked up over there matches the color 100%. Everything is good over here. I went with the satin black front fender just for this particular reason, because I couldn't even get this code. I couldn't even get the code to pull up when I took this piece to go get it scanned at the paint shop. So it's going to be very, very hard to replicate this. It's just a small dent over there, which I'm going to try to PDR myself if I can get it done. The one over here is the more concerning one. I'm not exactly sure what my plan is for that. If I do end up doing something with this gas tank, I'm going to obviously make a video about it. But if I don't, I'm okay to leave it the way it is. But the last piece I'm going to try on the bike is going to be some tank grips. As you can see, it currently has nothing over there. And I think this is going to really clean it up. I have one over here and two for the sides. One from this side. And it goes on. And there we have it, guys. It's all done and looking really, really good. It's always the little things, guys. It's always the little things. Alrighty guys, and as you can see, that is a wrap for the Triumph 765 rear build. This bike is phenomenal. It hits very, very different. I can't really explain it to you guys, but I urge you guys to go test drive one of these bikes. It just hits different. That's what I can say. It just hits different. Phenomenal bike. 100%. It sounds insane. Absolutely insane. I love it. Barely rode the bike, and you can see that titanium is already blowing over there. Awesome bike. If you enjoy videos like this, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this 765, everything that's happened to it to this very moment. Let me know if this is one of the best sounding bikes you've ever heard, because for me, of all my bikes, this is 100% the best sounding bike ever. It's a no-brainer. But on that note, I'll see you guys on the next one. Be sure to drop a comment. Stay safe, ride safe, always, obviously. And stay tuned for the next build. It's gonna be epic. Peace.
Build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety filling up every space, no privacy, and silently it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn, no closure, moving.